Welcome! In this lesson, we will label the major structures of the human eye. We will go slowly, step by step, and build a clear picture in your mind. By the end, you will be able to point to each part and say its name confidently. Here is a simplified cross-section of the eye. We are looking at the eye from the side. The front of the eye is on the left, and the back of the eye is on the right. We will label each structure one by one, and then do a quick review at the end. First, the outermost white coat is the sclera. The sclera is the tough, protective outer wall of the eye. It gives the eye its basic shape and helps protect the delicate internal parts. Just beneath the sclera is the choroid coat. The choroid is a dark, blood-rich layer that nourishes the eye. It absorbs stray light, so the image stays sharp. Inside the choroid is the retina. The retina is the light-sensing layer. It contains cells that detect light and begin the process of vision. Now, look at the front of the eye. The clear, curved front is the cornea. The cornea bends incoming light and helps focus it. Behind the cornea, we see a colored ring called the iris. The iris controls how much light enters the eye by changing the size of the pupil. The dark opening in the middle of the iris is the pupil. The pupil is a hole, not a solid part, and it appears black because light enters the eye here. Just behind the iris is the lens. The lens is flexible and fine-tunes the focus so that images land sharply on the retina. The lens is controlled by a ring of muscle called the ciliary body. When the ciliary body changes shape, it changes the lens shape too, helping you focus near and far. The ciliary body connects to the lens with thin strands called suspensory ligaments. These ligaments pull on the lens to adjust its curvature. At the back of the eye, we find the optic disc. This is the point where the nerve fibers leave the eye. Because there are no light-sensing cells here, the optic disc creates the blind spot. Close to the center of the retina is a special pit called the fovea centralis. This region has the sharpest vision. When you stare at a word or a small detail, you are using the fovea centralis. Finally, the optic nerve carries visual information from the eye to the brain. Think of it as the cable that sends the image data from your retina to your visual system. Let's do a quick zoom in on the iris and pupil. Notice how the iris forms a ring around the pupil. Now, we will reset the zoom so we can see the entire eye again. This helps you keep the big picture in mind. Let's recap the main labels. The sclera is the outer white coat. The choroid coat is the dark, nourishing layer beneath it. And the retina is the light-sensing layer. At the front, the cornea bends light, the iris controls the pupil, and the lens fine-tunes focus. The ciliary body and suspensory ligaments adjust the lens. At the back, the optic disc is the blind spot, the fovea centralis gives sharp vision, and the optic nerve sends signals to the brain. If you can name each part on the diagram, you have mastered the basics.